Ready?
Hi guys, it's Kimmi Kontour. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm in Texas with my boyfriend.
Hey guys, what's up? It's Kimmi Kontour back at you with another video, but today is a little different because one, I'm in Texas right now. Obviously, this is Andy's dorm, and this is Andy. This is my novio. Today, I wanted to drag Andy along with one of my skincare videos. I wanted to educate you guys about how to pop pimples the right way. I feel like this is often overlooked and people don't realize the harmful effects of it. So Andy's gonna be my model, by the way, if you didn't catch on by that. So first things first, have a nice clean face. I always like to exfoliate before. I love using the Daily Superfoliant by Dermatologisht because it has baking soda in it, so it'll really open up his pores and make it easier. Make it easier for extractions. So, would you mind washing your face for me and using that Superfoliant that's in the package?
Yeah.
While he's doing that, I'm going to go into more detail about how to pop pimples the right way is really important. I know, like, when you have a big pimple, it's hard to avoid, and people say, you know, just let it be, you know, it'll go away. But when it comes to whitehead, it's okay to extract it as long as you do it the right way. The way I think of a pimple is, think of it, this is your layer of your skin, and there's a bunch of bacteria building up underneath, and it finally comes up to the surface and it shows a whitehead. So this whitehead's sticking out, and when you push and squeeze like this, you're going to create the bacteria to explode underneath the surface of your skin. That's why often you have pimples pop up right next to each other, is because the bacteria is moving underneath the skin. So to prevent that, you want to keep your elbows in, and you want to do a rolling technique to gently roll out the pus instead of popping it like this. Think of it as you're squeezing a chip bag, and you squeeze it so hard it pops out underneath. And the pus still comes out here, but there's also a lot going on under the surface. Hey!
Hey.
What's up?
Clean faces, what's up?
We're almost ready. So in order to prevent the bacteria from moving around so much is you actually puncture the skin with, you can do a clean needle or a disposable lancet. If you're doing it with your own skin, you can disinfect it, but it's really your own blood you're coming into contact with, so it's not as important to dispose of it, but make sure you do disinfect it here and there to get rid of the bacteria on there. So that also helps prevent scarring, is because when you're breaking the skin with your fingernails, it will scab over and create scarring, and you don't want that. So this technique I'm going to show you guys helps prevent scarring and just helps reduce your breakouts. So if you're doing this on somebody else, please make sure you wear gloves. If you don't know them, you don't know if you can get HIV, okay guys? But I know Andy very well, obviously. No, make sure all your tools are clean and disinfected. You don't want to trade them out on different clients. Okay, are you ready to be attacked?
Yeah.
But mainly the techniques that I like to use is using my fingers when it comes to those bigger whiteheads, because your pads of your fingers have a lot of cushion, so you can roll it out easier. But when it comes to blackheads, I love using tools. I'm using the Bestoke tools. I got them off Amazon. But if you are using tools, you still have to be careful because you can create scarring. You have to be gentle. The key to using tools to extract when extracting is if you leave a mark on the skin, that means you're pressing way too hard. You don't want to ever press so hard that it ends up having a mark on the skin. These Bestoke has a lot of different tools. My favorite one to use is this triangle one. It really gets in the corners of the blackheads. If you have a lot of blackheads, this will be helpful for you. If you like watching blackhead extracting videos, then keep watching. He hates it when I pick at his face, but he knows I love it so much and it satisfies me. I'm looking at Andy's face now, and he doesn't have very many whiteheads, I see, but he has a lot of blackheads. But we're gonna get up close impersonal, and yeah. But I will say, if you're sensitive to this stuff, then say it.
Viewer discretion is advised.
Thanks, babe.
Alright, so I did find a small whitehead right here. If you can see it, I'm going to go ahead and poke it with my lancet. And if you do this right, it shouldn't hurt. And I'm going to go ahead and use that rolling technique to roll out the pus. You can see a little bit came out, but not a whole bunch. And over here, this pimple is not ready yet, but I'm just going to show you the technique again, but with a bigger area. And I know your cheeks can be a little bit harder to extract pimples at. So in that case, it's really important to push and squeeze the fat around your cheeks to try to push up and lift the pus underneath the skin. Alright, so now moving on to the blackheads on his forehead. There's not much to it, but you notice I don't take too much time on one blackhead. If it's not budging, then I will probably come back to it later. I don't want to irritate his skin too much. I just try to get the ones that are easier to extract. And this one on the side of his forehead was a little bit harder, so I had to apply more pressure. And I just used the corner of the tool, and I was able to finally get that guy out. Alright, so now moving on to his cheeks. These guys, oh my gosh, they're so stubborn. You can see they have turned black and have oxidized. So when I poke it with the lancet, it just makes it a little bit easier to extract. And I'm going at a sideways angle. And if you do this right, like I said, it should not hurt, okay? So this technique did not work because these guys are so deep in there. I had to do the rolling technique with the extractor tool, and I was able to finally get it out. You can see here in a second. If you just keep at it, it takes a lot of patience with these tough blackheads, and there it goes. Yay! Now I'm just going to continue doing this technique with these other stubborn blackheads, and he has about 4 more to go, and he absolutely hates me right now in this moment. Just look at his face. He's like, I fucking hate you. So I moved on to the side of his temple, and I wasn't very successful over here. I just wanted to show this part just so you guys know that, you know, this isn't easy. It takes a lot of patience, and some of them can be super stubborn. Don't be so hard on yourself. I would maybe ask him to leave on the exfoliant just a little bit longer, just so it can work on his skin and try to open up those pores, because these guys were not budging. So I will say, using the corner of the triangle tool really helps to dig out the pus that's underneath the blackhead. I really like stretching the skin to really see what's going on. You can see that I'm doing that here. I just noticed when you do stretch the skin, you see so much other blackheads hiding underneath the skin, and I think it's really helpful.
Okay, I think Andy is all finished. Please give him a thumbs up for give this a thumbs up because Andy made a huge sacrifice and let me pick at his face on camera.
Pick at his face.
Pick at his face.
Pop in, pick at his face.
Oh my god. I do it because I love you. I care about you. And the thing...
And I let you pop my face because I love you and I care about you.
You should care about your skin. So he always says, no, don't pop, it'll go away. Pimples may go away and they'll dissipate and your body will fight off that bacteria, but blackheads, you have to get them out or else they're going to oxidize and they're going to get bigger. Right. So after Andy's done, he's going to tone his face because of the baking soda. You got to rebalance.
Can you tone my face for me so you can show them how to do it?
There you go. You're all set. This is just witch hazel, and then go moisturize it.
Okay.
And put some tea tree oil on.
Okay.
See, he already knows. He didn't even know what skincare was until he met me. Huh?
That's true. Not really. I use Proactive.
Didn't you watch my video about Proactive?
It's good for you, right?
No!
Hey, look at my face. I look so ugly.
Hopefully you learned something like always. Popping blackheads and pimples in general takes a lot of patience because you have to go from different angles and see which one works because they are stubborn, especially blackheads. And he had very old blackheads that had been there for a while, so I had to put a little more pressure. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope I satisfied your pimple popping needs. And we'll see you guys next time. Say goodbye.
Bye.